Hi guys, welcome back, and today I'm going to be showing you a 3-in-1 of how I got this color, the long awaited of how I protect my lace from color, and also how I customize my lace. But shout out to my model and my client. Please make sure you check out her shop. She has some very nice pieces. Thank you so much for allowing me to use your pictures. They came out beautifully. She still has that scalp because she ain't got no lace dye. So I'm about to show you exactly what I do. Today we're using the 613 hair from Queen Beauty in 26, 28, and 30 inches. Their hair was really nice, the lace was nice, but today I'm going to be showing you how to protect it completely from color. You can do any color and it will not get on this lace. So we're going to be using the black tube of Got2b Ultra Glued. It's not glue, it's just gel, and we're just going to get a nice amount. You're also going to need a butter knife to spread it on your lace, as well as some Got2b freeze spray. It'll seal it later on, you'll see. But first we're going to use the freeze spray to get all of these baby hairs and flyaways to lay down before we do anything. You don't want the gel to get into the hair, so I just make sure I brush everything back, spray it, brush it back, make sure all of those strays are back, and then we are going to move on to the actual protecting of the lace. So for the fun part, you just want to take a little bit of the Got2b and put it on your butter knife. We're going to spread it out like butter. You want to do a thin layer first. You just want to make sure all of the lace is covered, and this is going to stop the color from staining your lace. You want to make sure it's all over, but do not make it too thick, because the thicker you make it, the longer it will take to dry. I'm going to show you later on how I actually seal it after this thin layer, so just keep watching. And as you can see, I did focus a lot. I start off with the front, or where the edges will be and everything, the hairline itself. I start there, then I move along to where the parts will be. That's my main focus, but we are going to make sure it's over the entire lace. But you really want to make sure wherever they're going to be parting at, and wherever your hairline and your edges and everything will be at, you definitely want to make sure that's protected, because that's going to give you that scalp look later on. So after you applied your thin layer of gel, this is what you should have, and you want to make sure you go over it and everything is nice and thin and flat. You don't want a whole bunch of bumpy gels everywhere, because it'll take forever to dry. And I'm going to use the blow drying setting on cool, because I'm doing this hair color the same day, but I find it best if you just do this at night and then let it dry overnight. It'll be the same results by morning without having to do the whole blow drying process. It takes forever using the blow dryer. So I was blow drying for about 40 minutes, and this is what I have. It's not completely dry, but it's almost there. It's about 80% dry. I'm just going to make sure I seal everything again with the freeze spray. All the freeze spray is going to do is make sure anything you got missed, any missed spots, it'll make sure it's covered. And I feel like it helps it dry more hard, which you'll feel how hard the lace will get if you do this, because it's really just an extra seal, and I feel like the freeze spray just really makes sure nothing will get through. And after I spread that out, we're just going to blow dry again on cool. Make sure you're not using heat, because that will melt the gel. You want it to harden. So we're just going to put that lace to the side. It will finish drying on its own, but let's move on to the color. We're going to be using the Sunrise Orange, Ginger, and French Cognac by Adore. Adore is my favorite dye for watercoloring hair, and the same bucket I always use. Add you a little bit of water, and we're going to do a test strip first. Always do a test strip. And I loved how the color came out. These are just colors I already had in my, my little stash of colors. So I like mixing colors. I will say majority of my color is Sunrise Orange, and maybe like 40% ginger, and then a couple drops of French Cognac. But I just like to mix colors up. I never stick with one color. I just like to see, I don't know, I just like the results of mixing my own color and calling it a custom, period. Also, we are saving our lace from being stained. Make sure you save your nails from getting stained, because my nails did not look like this in the end. They were completely orange. And you know I have a detailed watercolor tutorial, but you just want to make sure you're using hot water. You want to whisk in that color, because you don't want floating of dyes because that will stain the hair. So make sure it's mixed really good. Girl, it ain't nothing to dip that hair in. But the trick is that I feel like people mess up is they just have way too much water. You just need enough water to cover your bundles, and that color is going to saturate it. You do not need a whole bunch of water. So this lace is probably 95% dry. It's still a little bit of areas where it's a little wet, but it's honestly protected. It's hard, it's nice, and we're just going to do the same thing, the same amount of color, and I didn't have to use more color than what I had already, those 3 bottles. But you just want to make sure that you're using hot water, it's whisk in, and you want to make sure you're moving your hands around to make sure the color gets into all of the hair. You don't want to just dip it in and then bring it out and think that it's not going to have blonde patches. You want to make sure you're really working it in. And yeah, you can just dip it straight in there, sis, because it's not, your lace is protected. You're good. And for your final results, baby, no laces dyed. We got all the bundles the same color. Look at this lace. You're gonna get scalp, sis. What orange dye? Where? The only orange dye is on my nails, sis. You're good. Look at this. Look at this. Oh yeah, scalp, baby. Now we about to move on to customizing. I'm gonna show you how I'm plucking, laying these baby hairs, all of that. But look at that lace. Oh my god. I don't know why. I feel like plucking 613 hair is so much harder than black hair, but I'm gonna try to zoom in and show y'all what I do. So sis, I just take that thick ass hairline and I just keep on hacking at it. You just space it out. I know y'all have seen a million videos. I just go in on it. Wherever I see it super thick at, go in. Do not bald it though, sis. It's very easy for you to get bald spots. Don't do all that. Just take your time. I'm gonna keep going behind the hairline and pushing it back and going on top of the hairline. I just go back and forth, honestly. Do parts wherever I see it's too thick. After I eye it while it's dry, I do go back in with the water and spray it and just kind of see more where I need to space it out at and pluck it some more. I don't know. I just think the water just helps you kind of see clearer of how the results are going to be. I don't know. And yeah, just keep plucking. It honestly takes forever with these super thick 613 laces, but I mean, a good pluck honestly might take you an hour and a half. I've honestly been doing this for so long, so it's just like second nature to me. But if you need me to slow this down and do a more detailed review, I will. I just kind of think it's just self-explanatory. Just take your time. It does take a very long time before you start to see it thin out. Well, for thick ones. Now with pre-plucked frontals, it's a lot easier to pluck, but for ones that's like super thick and full, which is not bad, you just got to take a little bit longer. And yeah, you're just going to keep plucking. I do use mousse for the baby hairs, and I use an eyebrow razor to cut the baby hairs. I'm going to end up tweaking it some more. I'm just showing you. I kind of play around with it until it's really to my liking. But yeah, I cut and keep plucking, even with the mousse. I just play around. You just have to know what you're looking for, honestly. And y'all see how orange my nails are? Yeah, please make sure you're wearing gloves because again, you can protect your lace, but not those nails. And these are the results. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was very informative. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you guys.